What's up, guys? It's Philip. Couple people have asked me, what's my training routine like. I guess they see the Instagram videos and they're like, "Oh, this guy's decent." I suck, bro. I'm not. I'm not good. Trust me, at all. But one thing you can do. So a lot of people ask me, how do you get better? Okay, that's the topic of the fucking video. It's not gonna be no cool fucking video. This is just if you want to hear it, cool. This is for you. It's not for me. If you don't want to hear it, fuck off. I don't really give a fuck. But basically, if you just started shooting guns, you just started, bro. Like you just bought your first gun, you haven't even shot it yet. All right, I'd get some snap caps. Why snap caps? So you can practice loading magazines, feeling comfortable, feeling safe, racking the slide, chambering one in, clearing it, and doing all that type of stuff, right? Next thing you can do is I'm a big advocate of the Mantis training system. Not the laser one, but the sensor one. I know it's a little expensive, but it's worth it. Because what it's going to teach you is going to teach you how to do a smooth trigger pull, right? Because it shows you on a graph how your gun is moving, where your gun was when you started the trigger pull, where it ended up when you finished the trigger pull, all that kind of stuff. And you get to learn what a smooth trigger pull is, because most people's problem is they get to the range, they aim their dot at something, and they're like, bah, fuck, I missed. How did I miss? The dot was on it. Well, you pulled your shot, bro. That's what you did. You pulled to the left, you pulled to the right, you anticipated recoil, you did something, and that's what the Mantis is going to teach you. Same thing when someone with experience grabs a new gun that they've never shot before, and you see them go and feel the reset the trigger and feel all that stuff. They're feeling that out because they already know what to look for. Like, and you can just feel what a smooth trigger pull would be, right? And even while you're shooting, sometimes you're like, "Oh, I pulled that shot." Like you just know, right? But you need to know what to look for and what the feeling is for you to know that. So the Mantis, great place to start. Second thing is dry fire, right? You gotta dry fire a lot, bro. And you don't have to do it like the old back in the day. You're just like, oh, and you're just like aiming at a certain spot and you're pulling. You don't even know what the fuck you're doing, right? You're just racking and pulling the fucking trigger. Well, you can get the laser cartridge system from Amazon, which is like $24 for the 9mm one, and a laser thing like this, it's like $35. They come with different rings, so you can make the target smaller or bigger. So you can practice precision shooting from across your house. You can practice, drawing from the holster and doing all that type of shit. But that's what you want to do is dry fire a lot, right? And you want to be purposeful in what you're doing. Okay, you just don't want to go to the range, dump rounds for no reason, or just do a bunch of random shit. Whatever you do has to be with a purpose, right? You want to start slow. Times don't matter. Hitting your target matters, right? Smooth. You want to be smooth. Smooth is fast. Fast is smooth. You want to practice from appendix. You want to practice from your holster. You want to practice all that type of stuff. You can practice that at home with your Mantis and your dry fire laser system. You can move and shoot because you can be moving, boom, pop. You can do shit that some of you guys can't do at your local range. You can do that at home. All right. That's probably the best way to get better. Honestly, the only thing you can't do at home to learn is recoil mitigation, right, or recoil control, because you need live rounds to do that, right? So when I go to the range, I like to shoot fast, right? But like you have to hit what you want to hit still, and that's why for a long time when I first started and I wanted to like be able to accomplish certain things, I would go to the range and I would just do a lot of double taps on steel targets or paper targets. Paper targets, you can have a better understanding of what's going on. You can collect more data, and data is key. So double taps, boom, boom, transition, boom, boom, transition, boom, boom. But get used to like that second shot, that follow-up shot where you're looking at the dot for the first shot and you're not even looking at the dot no more. You're so used to how, the return to zero and all that stuff where you can just get rounds on target. You're not even really aiming at shit. You're just seeing a little fucking dot do this, if that. But you want to practice that type of stuff at the range. And when you go to the range, go with a purpose. Don't go there just to fuck around, do nothing. Get with like-minded individuals that are trying to accomplish the same things you're trying to accomplish. and go out there with a purpose, collect data. The best way to know that you're getting better, because the jump from first touching a gun to being half decent, you see a lot of improvement. But once you get to a certain point, from here to here, it's fucking fractions of a second, bro. You're not gonna know if you're getting better or not, right? So you, like, a lot of people from appendix, some people like to slap their bellies and lift their shirt up. Some people like to go from underneath. Some people, I mean, I don't know. Some people fucking, I don't know what they do. They do whatever they do. But you get to see what works for you, right? Are you faster from here? Do you like to keep your hands up here when you start and go this way? Do you like to keep your hands down low? Whatever the fuck works for you, but you can collect this data, right? Because you're talking about splits of a second, okay? So having this data works. What I like to do is, a lot of times when I do dry fire at home and I'm working on from appendix or from a holster, I'll probably do like 30 reps. Start slow all the time. Start slow, start building it up, start building it up, start building it up. Then I'll actually use my, because this is dry fire too. The Mantis also is a shot timer, so, and it has drills and everything there for you. But this is a shot timer. It works for dry fire too. And then I'll collect data. I'll collect my average from that day, and I'll write it down. And then I'll do that again in a couple of days. And in a couple of days, I'll do that again. And I'll see that maybe I'm not getting super faster. I'll stay at that like sub-second, like right at like 99 or 112 in that area, but I'll be consistent. I'm drawing and I'm on target. And that's pretty much what you want. Once you get to that point, I highly recommend go get a trainer. Go get a trainer. And Freedom Training Tactics, I learned so much from one fucking day with Wes. Why? Because you have somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing, all right, knows what to look for, and they're going to analyze you and be like, you know what, you're doing this. You know what, you're doing that. One thing I was doing was I was bringing my head down to the gun instead of just bringing the gun up to me. And I was also extending my arms instead of keeping them slightly bent. Little things like that translate into big improvements, right? But a lot of times you're not going to notice that yourself because you don't know what to look for, right? Even when you're just watching yourself on video and it looks smooth, it looks good, but there's always little things you can do to get better. So go get a training class, go out there and train with people that are focused on getting better just like you. And that's how you're going to get better. I hope this video helped. There's not much information, but I mean, it gives you a little idea on what I do, because I guess that's what people were asking. What do I do? So that's what the fuck I do, all right? Hope you have a good day.